The red half of Manchester will have found these scenes difficult enough to take, but off-pitch matters are causing equal concern for United supporters. The Glazer family are due to sell 10% of the club's shares on the New York stock market, but many believe the 19-time champions of England won't see a fair share of the money raised. And Chief Executive of the Manchester United Supporters Trust, Duncan Drasdo, feels that sums up the Glazer era.
The way that we really judge them is we look at, what have they brought or taken from the club. And if you compare that with owners like at Manchester City, where they've pumped in huge amounts of money and taken nothing out, and at the Glazers, they've taken huge amounts of money out and put nothing in, and caused a kind of a division in the fan base and lots of other negativity that's been created around their ownership.
United are the world's best supported football club and have an estimated global following of 659 million. But that's not matched in terms of commercial support. And together with £437 million of debt, Drasdo feels that under the Glazers, United aren't a particularly attractive investment prospect.
Manchester United has got a huge fan base, but actually we're less successful commercially than Bayern Munich. And that astounds people when their fan base is much smaller. But interestingly, Bayern Munich, of course, is a supporter-owned club. And so I think that relationship translates to affinity, which translates to value in terms of those commercial relationships. So, I think the potential is much greater than what we're seeing under the Glazers now. But with their ownership, we're actually being held back in a commercial sense.
Next week's share sale, known as an initial public offering or IPO, could be a prelude to an eventual sale of the club. And as retirement beckons for manager Alex Ferguson, Drasdo feels the Scot may not be the only one leaving Old Trafford.
We've clearly got an issue with when Sir Alex decides to retire. That's going to be very challenging, whoever owns the club. And in a way, it would surprise me if the Glazers wanted to be the owners at the time when Sir Alex retires. So we may well be seeing that this IPO is, a first step in their exit. And certainly, I think that's what most supporters would want to see.
So United fans will be pleased to see the back of the Glazers, but they won't mind if reclaiming the Premier League title from City comes first. The first step towards doing that is a trip to Everton on August 20th.